Hi everybody, this is another video from our club, the OWL Nerf community in Germany. I'm Doc König and this is the Chinese copy of the Woozi. Dare I say that one of the members of our club bought this unknowingly on Aliexpress and he had no clue whatsoever about the background of the Woozi. He just saw it, thought it looks pretty cool, so he set out, bought it, got it shipped over to Europe, and then we talked, and I told him about the background, that the guy who designed this thing doesn't see a single dime if the Chinese counterfeiters make copies of this blaster. So, what do we do? He sent this over to me. He said, well, at least, unbox it and tell everybody else, A, not to buy this thing, because, again, the guy who designed this doesn't get a dime. And B, let's take a look at what this thing actually can do and what it cannot do. Because our impression is, based on some Chinese videos which we watched, this thing is not going to be cool. It's not going to work really well. It's going to be noisy. It's going to be pretty crappy. I think it doesn't even work with tail magazines. We'll have to see about that. Yeah, let's give it a shot. We're going to unbox this thing, and please, once again, do not buy this. Or if you happen to buy this, please at least donate to the original designer of the Woozi. Thanks. We'll take the blaster out of his bubble wrap here. It doesn't really come in a box or anything. Well, I don't know. Maybe there's a version with a box, but seriously, who cares? We'll take a look at that. Lots of bubble wrap. So, here is the bag with the contents. Let's take a look. So this is what you guys get. That's the blaster itself. We got a clear magazine, I think 12 rounds. We'll see about that. We got the cheapest possible USB charger. Gross. We have this strap handle grip. This is metal actually. I thought it was plastic, but it's not. We got some suction cup darts. Yep. We got some FVJs. Oh no. And yeah. And a Chinese manual, which is extremely helpful because I cannot read this. I'm so sorry. It says something about ABS. That's probably, the plastic. Thank you so much. Very thoughtful. Let's go over the features. That's the magazine release. Easy. Flywheel button here. And that's going to be our trigger. There's a tiny little, it's like a 3 amp switch here. Oh my gosh, 3 amp switch. I don't see a MOSFET or anything. Actually, I do see something here. I have to investigate a little closer what the electronics here do. Anyways, behind here there's a gearbox, so this is automatic. All right, that's the battery door. You can see it comes with a 2S lithium-ion battery. I highly suspect this is just an IMR or even an ICR cell. 2 cells actually. Horrible. You have this rail, looks Picatinny-ish. I don't know if it is actually. Who cares? And yeah, so that strap can go here and not here, which would make more sense, but that's just me. I would think you would need something here and not there. But anyways, it's there. So, magazine comes with a 12 round magazine, which looks surprisingly tall for such a blaster. Insert it like this, drop it like that. Okay, that's nice and smooth. But the thing is, if I'm taking just the one from the, let's say the Eon Pro, it doesn't work. Because the lips here, that's too tight. It's just too tight. And I don't know, I could probably Dremel this out so it actually fits, but again, 12 rounds and 12 rounds. You can see that this, the Chinese copy is a tad bit wider. Just like a millimeter or 2 maybe. Like 2. It's vastly longer. We don't care. And you can see it's quite a bit thinner. And that's the thing. So the ridges inside here are so short, they could accommodate this if there wouldn't be this ribboning here. So I don't know, if you Dremel this out, actually this might physically fit. We'll see. I would need to get a worker magazine, tail-on magazine to see if that works. I don't have that here, so I don't know if I can borrow one from a friend. We'll see. Anyways, not compatible with the Aeon Pro or Nexus Pro magazines. That's a bummer. Let's open up the battery door and see what's actually inside there. I suspect the worst. Oh boy. Oh boy. No, 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 no. No, that's not good. So, lithium ion 14500, 600 milliamps, 7.4 volts. So, if we're lucky, this is an IMR. If we're not so lucky, this is ICR. Whatever it is, this is cheap and not good, and definitely not adequate for a blaster, in my opinion. Anyways, for a stock blaster, maybe 2 cells might be working fine, but no. So, anyways, we give this thing the benefit of the doubt. We're going to try it out with the provided battery as is. We're also going to put 2S Lipo in there, small one, but just to see what works and what doesn't. I'll certainly change the connector here. I do not like these connectors here at all. I think this is absolutely subpar. I'm gonna put probably an XT60 or a Dean's T style plug in here. I have to check with the owner if that is okay. He said if you need to mod something to make it work, sure, go ahead. Technically I wouldn't have to add the mod to make it work, but again, I need to verify this with the owner. Oh boy, that's not a good start, but yeah. And this is charging with the balancer lead, so this one is just going to give like 500 milliamps. So 1 hour of charging, 1.5 hour of charging, and this thing should be full. We'll see. Testing the Chinese Woozi copy with the original provided battery, fully charged of course, and I'm using self-cut various half-length dots. Let's take a look at that. This was a bit interesting. So, we have the first 2 darts, they're at the 12-meter mark. Then it's nothing for a little bit. The next one here and there, that's about like the 15 meter 50 mark. We got one here, and around 1650 or so. There's the next one. That's about 17 meter 50. So here are a couple at the 18 meter mark. So this one here is the furthest, and it went 18 meters and 50 centimeters roundabout. And that's not too bad actually with that battery. You can see that this is pretty much a wide spread. So between 50 meters and 17 meters is the majority of the darts. Not exactly precise, but I guess this is a pepperbox. That's okay, I guess. Now we're testing the Chinese Woozi copy with 2S Lipo. This is a small nanotech 950 milliamp accu. It fits really well into a strife, but this one actually fits really well into the Woozi copy as well. This is a test now with a 2S Lipo, so we'll see how the performance is compared to the original small lithium-ion battery. We'll take a look at this here. That was hard to control. It's just amazingly fast. So, the first one's here at the 12-meter mark. Okay. The next one is about 14 meters. There's a couple more here, 3. And here, at 60 meters, we have the next 2 ones. So I gotta look around, where's the rest? Ah, there is about 18 meters. This one as well, 18 meters. There's another one, 1850, almost 19. And there's one, this one went all the way to the door, 20 meters. I think one dart got lost here. I don't know. That's not too bad. Here it is, the missing dart. This one went only 12 meters. So let's take a look. This is again very inconsistent. The spread is between 12 meters and 20 meters. That's 8 meters. That's crazy. It's not too far left or right off, but the distance, wow, not so great. We'll do some testing now with our crony. It's ready. I only put one dart in there because it's shooting so fast, otherwise I can't really measure that. Let's see what it gives us as numbers. For testing, I'm just using some self-made China Force or main gun style half darts, and we have a couple of worker darts here as well, so we'll see how it works. 77. 71. 75. 68. And 75. All right. That's a little bit above elite par, I would say, but let's try some worker darts. Let's try a green one. I think that's Gen 2. 58.7. The purple worker dart, I think that's Gen 3. Huh, that's weird. 34. $57.8. Now using a 2S Lipo. $83.4. $93. 71.5. Eh. 33. That was a worker dart. It can't shoot worker darts, like not reliably. What? This is ridiculous. I think they might be too short, or the crush isn't high enough. I don't know what's going wrong there, but this thing doesn't work. Huh. The length seems okay. I don't get it. I think it's time for a short recap. We looked at the blaster, what it can do, what it cannot do. We looked at the performance outside. We looked at some crony numbers, which were fairly disappointing, I would say. So, what's to say about this? Well, it takes my self-made short darts. That's nice. It doesn't like worker darts. I don't know why. Comes with a magazine that doesn't fit in the Adventure Force Pro blasters, which annoys me to no end. It might take tail-end mags. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm gonna have to try that out in a second video. I think it will not, and that's because of the geometry of the mag well here, which is just square and a bit too thin. So, what do you get for the around $50–60, depending on where you buy it? And I do not recommend buying this. Definitely. Do not buy this. Just don't. You get a pretty looking shell. Clear one. Okay. You get a magazine that doesn't work in anything else I have here, which is fairly not that much, I admit, for half darts. You get a flywheel cage, which may not be total crap. but you definitely have motors and flywheels which are subpar. Like, all the electronics in this thing are not that great. It's like the cheapest possible switch. It doesn't even have the dual stage trigger like the real Woozi has. It comes with a gearbox. I'm sure if I open this up, I'm going to be sorely disappointed. But again, not my blaster, so I need to check with the owner what he wants to do with this thing. Yeah, if you're looking for an ABS molded clear shell of the Woozi, then yes. But please then at least donate to the designer of the Woozi. At least that. Be so kind, please. Overall, I'm severely disappointed with this thing. If this would be mine, first thing I do is take it apart, rip out the innards, make it work as it should be. You know, keep some of the injection molded parts, that's nice. But other than that, this thing needs a lot of love and tender care before it actually works as well as an Woozi. Sorry. So, maybe just stick with the Woozi, I would personally say. Anyhows, you saw a brief glimpse of what the Chinese knockoff Woozi can do and a lot of the things that it cannot do. I think those are more. So I hope you guys are going to be informed now and make a conscious buying decision, or in this case rather not buying decision. And otherwise I would say see you soon.